Wild turkey soup and post-Christmas meat salvage. William Hovey Smith, 2011.
I'm Hovey Smith, the backyard sportsman. Well, we made it through Christmas, guys! We did it again. Okay, but even though the Christmas candle is almost burned down to a nub, we still aren't done. We got this half a bird to do something with, and what can you do with it? Well, an expedient thing is just attach the leg like this, pull it right on off, as you see. Leave the protective skin on, put it in 2 plastic bags, and just freeze it. All right. Now that's easy. You can do that. Or you've got some other stuff left over too, you know. So you can take what you've got, namely rice, celery, onions, little gravy, whatever. Put that in the pressure cooker and make a soup out of it, and you can freeze it. Or you can debone this breast and then just freeze the breast meat, or take the breast out and slice it for sandwiches and use the carcass as part of your soup pot mix. So you boil all the nutrients out of the carcass, any little small pieces of cut up meat, the rice, etc., etc., and you wind up with a Christmas soup. You can put a little dressing in it if you want for thickening. So that's what we're going to be about today. For a bird the size of a turkey, a boning knife like this is about ideal. You have a flexible blade, and you can get in and work around the joints. So the first thing is to take off this wing bone bit here. So we'll go ahead and slice and pull. You can see how the joint is coming now. And there is the joint. So this goes in the miscellaneous parts container now, like yay. Okay. Turkey breast. Well, now this isn't too bad. And this will freeze pretty well with the skin on it for, a month or so. For more immediate use, you probably need to slice it up so you'll have it ready for your kids' sandwiches so they can take it to school and so on, or you can take it to work. Now, wild turkey meat is a little different than domestic turkeys. So, you slice it off. That piece looks good. All right, looking good. Now you start to see some stuffs coming up that you don't see in domestic fowl. Okay. In particular, this layer right here, this layer of fat, well, now that you want to take off. Now you notice how nicely this is slicing? Because first off, the knife is sharp, and secondly, this bird is very cold. All right. Now you can see this slice here. You can see all this fat material here. Okay, that gets removed. That's not considered edible. You could put it in your soups, but I usually don't. All right, you've already extracted a lot of the fats from it when you cooked it. So most of the fats derived from that is actually gone into your turkey dressing. All right. Do a little trimming here. So you have some nice pretty slices of thin meat. Yes, like you get from the deli. Yeah. Okay. Now, obviously, any meat that's shot or bird shot or any way damaged, you would remove. As it turns out, since I shot this with a rifle, this breast is absolutely intact. There's absolutely nothing wrong with it. So we're going to continue to work on this one, and then we'll show you about the soup making in detail in a little bit. So we're going to clean up and sort this meat, and then make up the mix that'll go in the soup pot. Okay, we're just about done now. So now we're going to actually start building the soup. Now you see, we've got the nice sliced meat here, and we've got the materials here, and we have some leftovers from Christmas. We have some rice, for example. So we're going to put rice in here. We're going to get rid of this. So that'll go in the soup pot. Okay. And we did not use quite all of our onions. No, we did not. Our celery. So that will go in here. Whatever's left. Get that cleaned up. Here, just a few pieces. I don't think I'll use that. So this is what we've got. We're going to put this in the pressure cooker, and we're going to get it started and take it from there. The Christmas candle has burned out, and it's time to wind this up, and so we are. We are doing now the last thing of making the turkey soup. You notice over here in the sink this pile of dishes again. Yeah, more of them! Well, what we're doing is we're working all of this stuff out of our refrigerator. So once we do the soup, what we're not going to consume immediately, yes, it can be frozen. And so you're compacting all of this Christmas stuff and getting it into a smaller and smaller format. So that's what we're doing when we're making things like turkey soup or turkey hash. The difference between the two is one of density. The hash contains more meat and the soup less. All right, that's it. Very free-form stuff. Okay, so let's get the meat off these wings here. And this is, of course, go in. The meat from the back of the turkey and the legs has the highest fat content. Breast meat, the less. You've already extracted just about all the fat you're going to get from the skin, so there's no need to include that. Okay. So you mince that up like I've done here. Then that goes into the soup. And to thicken it, you just take some of your leftover dressing and you crumble that in the soup finely. And that adds a little thickener. It's an interesting texture. The salt, of course, until you get it up to the right consistency. Now this can be cooked on an open eye for the remainder of the cooking process, so you can draw down your water content to the desired consistency. Now, you can also use these bones to make wing bone turkey collards. And I have a video up on that too, by the way. Alright, now this goes back on the stove and it just cooks, and then when it cooks down a bit, we'll do the final seasonings. Okay, we will see what we have brought here. You'll notice I'm still wearing my rubber gloves because I'm doing cleanup work all along the way. Well, turkey soup. Okay, we've got a nice, thick, lumpy turkey soup, such as guys usually like to eat. Women like it diced finer than this, but I like it rather coarse. And you'll notice it does not have the green look of commercial turkey products. I don't know how they manage that, but I'm not so sure I want to know. You don't find it out of natural birds. And we have a hound dog over here who has helped out. Yes, she has. Yes. All right, come on. Chomp. Okay. They have much assisted in all this process. Now, how does it taste? That's good. You should be able to get a definite taste of salt out of it, but you don't want to get it briny. If you should put too much salt in it, you can always dilute it a little bit, and that will cut some of the salt. So we have another product approved by hound dogs. But now, this is Hovey Smith reminding you to hunt what you eat and eat what you hunt. Be legal, be ethical, be safe, goodbye, God bless, and see you next time.
I'm probably best known for my book, Backyard Deer Hunting, Converting Deer to Dunner for Pennies per Pound. Now, I've also done crossbow hunting and practical bow fishing. Now, for more turkey videos, I have a series of four days of Christmas cooking and also a 3-minute turkey cleaning and cooking video. I have more information on turkey hunting and cooking in my books, blogs, videos, and radio show, Hovey's Outdoor Adventures. Now, these you can find at my website, www.hoveysmith.com. Good hunting and good eating from the outdoors.